So the reason I say, what are you going to do to reclaim your freedom is that should be your number one goal as a man to somebody in this world is deciding how are you going to get your freedom back as an individual. If you're somebody who's in the upper middle class, lower class, in poverty, impoverished, your whole life goal should be to get out and gain your freedom back so that your family can live a fruitful life, including yourself. So what is freedom for you? You have to determine that, because too many people don't understand where the fuck they're trying to go. If you don't know where you're trying to go, of course, the suffering, the pain, the time and effort that's required for success is not going to make sense to you because you have no idea where you're even going. If I told you to get into a car and I said, hey, drive in, I'm not going to give you any directions, but drive in any direction for an obscure amount of time. Now, if you keep driving and you go enough ways, eventually maybe you'll get to the destination, but I'm not going to give you a GPS, I'm not going to give you a map, and I'm not going to give you a time frame in which you should take this drive to. You're going to look at me and say, well, why the hell would I do that? That's stupid. Why would I just drive aimlessly for hours upon end? Why don't I just stay where I'm at? Well, yeah, exactly. Of course, you don't know where you're going. You don't know what the destination is. You don't know what the reward is. Why would you do it? That's exactly how your life is built. That's exactly how your life is laid out. You have no idea where you're going. You have no idea why you're driving. You have no idea why you should even care. And then you wonder, well, how do you lack motivation? How am I not successful? How am I not rich? Because, again, you don't know where the fuck you're going. People will tell me, Priyama, help me, how do I make money here? How do I make money there? How can I get into this business? How can I get out of my job? How can I get out of my 9 to 5? How can I invest? They ask me all these great questions. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. You want to make money. You want to get out of your job. You want to have a better life. Makes sense. Got it. And then I'll ask them, well, where exactly are you trying to go? What do you mean? Where are you going? You can't pull over on the side of the road, stop me and ask me for directions. And I go, okay, directions to where? Where are you trying to go? And then you tell me, oh, I don't know. How am I supposed to give you directions? How am I supposed to tell you how to get somewhere when you don't know where you're trying to go? Do you understand? People have this idea that somehow they're just going to land in the promised land of wealth and success and this fantastic life, not knowing where they're even trying to go. Do you understand? This is why you walk aimlessly, because you have no directions. You have no destination. I can't help you. I can't give you destinations to a location that is undisclosed, that you don't know about. How am I supposed to tell you to get there if I don't know where you're trying to go? So the first way for you to be able to reclaim your freedom, if that's what you're trying to do, build a fantastic life for yourself, you got to first understand where you're trying to go. What is freedom for you? Because freedom is different for many people, okay? Again, for me, freedom is being able to say and do what I want when I want to, okay? Now, not in a gluttonous way that's detrimental to me. No, I'm disciplined. I'm very much so aligned with my own health and my own discipline, what I need to do as a man. But I also don't want to be constrained by companies, by governments, by other people's idea, by social norms. I need to be able to do what I want and say what I want when I want to. That's freedom for me. Freedom for me is the ability to move, location freedom, go to different countries, travel the world, see different things, meet new people. That's freedom for me. So what is freedom for you? There's different levels of it. Freedom for you might just be the fact that you have a passive income and you don't have to go into a job. Freedom for you might be no job, well off, don't need money, but I want to go live in the mountains or I want to go live in the woods. Fine. Whatever it is for you, that's for you. But know what your destination is. Okay? So sit down and really think about it, because you might be listening to me and have an idea of what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to say, but really sit down and think about what I'm telling you. What is your actual goal? What is your freedoms that you're looking for? What are your freedoms that you're looking for? Because until you decide or know what the end goal is, you can't make a plan. You can't develop a roadmap in order to get there. Okay? So if your freedom for you is the ability to be able to buy 2 Ferraris a week, well, that means your goals and your income are going to have to be a lot higher than somebody whose definition of freedom is just being able to pay all the bills and not have to worry about money every single month. 2 completely different things. So figure out what exactly it is that freedom is for you. Once you know what freedom is, then we build off of that. Okay? Now, how do we build to that point? If you want to be able to afford certain types of things, okay, how much money do you have to be making? And how soon do you want them? Do you want to be able to buy a Ferrari by the time you retire at 65 years old? Or do you want to be able to buy a Ferrari by the time you're 28 years old? Which one is it? Because either scenario, you can take two very different paths to get to that same outcome, but the difference is when do you want it, right? If you want to wait till your retirement age to be able to buy a Ferrari, sure, you could put your money in a 401k, stock market every single month, like a good employee, boom, 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 boom. Maybe you get a good job, get some good promotions, you make some good money. Sure, maybe by the time you retire, you could buy a Ferrari. Probably not, but maybe. But if you want to be able to buy a Ferrari right the fuck now while you're young, while it's enjoyable, while people will look at you different whenever you're driving in it, whenever you can actually put a hot chick in there, boom, take her to dates, take her out, build a fan, when it's exciting. If you want to be able to do it that way, well, you're going to have to do some different things. You're going to have to make money a different way. You're going to have to make a certain type of money right now as opposed to working a normal job. Do you understand? So until you understand what your destination is, what your freedoms are, what you're looking to attain for yourself, you can't effectively build a life around it, right? Of course you feel like you're always falling short. Of course you feel like you're not making enough money because you don't even know what you're trying to get or what you're trying to do. What are the freedoms that you're looking for in your life?